Gant saved it right into the hands of Luttrell. His deep two-pointer, no good. The rebound claimed by Sherrell, and he lays it up and in for his first two. And Aiden Sherrell will have a chance for an and one in the first half of play. Clark feeds it off, top of the arc to Solomon. Solomon trying to back his way down on Sherrell. Short on the jumper. It wouldn't go. Rebounded Sherrell inside. Tough shot, no. And a foul's going to be whistled.
Mark Sears' ability to move the defense, you force a scramble situation, so hard to...
15-point lead over Asheville. Driving and having it taken away by Sherrell was Jordan Marsh. Bama runs the other way. Reitzel lays it up, got it to go. Two-ball game. AB now with 6 points, or 8 points actually, as in the paint, Bama feeds it. Jaron to Sears, left alone, wouldn't go. Rebounded Sherrell, got fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Good to see the freshman Aiden Sherrell getting back on the offensive glass. Alabama, I think, the best backcourt in college basketball.
All three free throws good by Holloway. He's got 11 for the night in his Bama debut. As inside, Tolentino had his shot blocked by Sherrell. Aiden, no good from Marsh. Rebounded by Bama. Here comes the tie the other way. Reitzel playing off of the screen. Let's fly from three, bottom. Offense there, left side, three, no good by Stevenson. Rebounded Sherrell, back to Philon and a reset for the Crimson Tide. Philon around to Holloway, jump stop in the lane, tough shot with the left hand, no. Rebound fought for, scramble on the deck. Holloway somehow saves it to Philon in the lane. Look off, left-handed layup, good.
Led to the live ball turnover. Exactly what you do not want to do against Alabama.
Ford tried for the answer. Sherrell with the rebound and a foul going against Arkansas State.
And the crowd is starting to get into it here in Tuscaloosa to get the game open.
5-point Crimson Tide lead. Sears makes it 7.
That hesitation dribble that he uses when he's going.
Philon. In and out on that three. Sherrell fights for the board. Reitzel, the extra step, and the three!
Another one, the offensive rebound, the work by Aiden Sherrell.
Red Bulls 3 of 6 from the floor in the second half. Ford into the paint. Denied Sherrell. Taryn Todd. Looking for options. Ups it back to Ford, 10 on the shot clock. Todd. Lefty floater won't go. There's Sherrell. Darian Ford keeps the possession alive. Terrence Ford's pass stolen away by Reitzel. Sherrell
to try to stick back up, power up, 4-point ball game here with 8 to go.
LeBaron fights inside. Philon cannot connect, and here
tie game.
7-0 run for the Red Wolves. Reitzel doesn't have the answer on the three. Diabate the board. Reitzel again. Reed trying to clean it up. How about Mo?
Shoot is Reitzel. Will work to his right. Backdoor look, ball batted around, saved by Sherrell. Back into the corner, Reitzel buries another bank first three.
That is not how you draw it up. A near turnover, but Alabama able to corral the loose ball.
Inbounds pass coming from Philon. Gets it in ahead of the count to Sherrell. Gives it off to Reed. He'll throw it back to Sherrell. Back into the corner. Reitzel, three, no good.
Alabama with an early 4-point lead. Both teams shooting over 60% from the floor. Aiden Sherrell is into the game for the first time for Bama. Here's a corner three again. This one belongs to Aiden Holloway.
It's a very good, smooth, repeatable stroke.
He was on the SEC freshman team playing for Bruce Pearl. Tomislav Jusic off the mark.
For himself and sprint to deflect what would have been an open three from the corner.
That guy's all effort, especially if you consider his background. Jusic off the mark. White get cut off, and his shot's blocked.
Pretty good player.
Not bad. And all Yacachonas did was come out with 13 assists against SIU Edwardsville. Here's Sears again. And Aiden Holloway tracks it down.
This one deserves to go in. You can't give up 3 unfortunate.
Bama started the game 4 for 4 from deep. Tied just 1 for its last 11. Nelson.
These days, if you're going to rise up to the next level, and really well done by Riley to do it.
Byline into the corner. A share and high percentage look.
Again, it's all about the paint touch for Alabama. And
Illini don't have a single fast break bucket yet. Rejected. Cleared in late October. Remember, Zvonimir last year in Kentucky didn't get cleared until really late in the season.
Mark Sears.
Recruited Big Z to come to Kentucky last year. Now back up Brad Underwood's staff. Tomislav had a chance to come play stateside last year. Necessarily iron. 13-point Bama lead. 22 points from the bench for the Crimson Tide. Shovel pass gets away from Illinois. Loose ball collected. It ends up in a wide open 3, and that's good for Aiden Holloway, who's got 15. For White, here's Sears. Last time Mark Sears was scoreless, he was playing for the Ohio Bobcats. In fact, it's the only other career game he was scoreless. And Sherrell throws in his first 3. November of 2020.
Almost a turnover. Late clock here, down to 6. Tucker going to take it himself. Doing a bit of dribbling here. Got stuck in traffic. And Alabama with a steal.
Alabama and had a big win over Houston last night. Here's Sherrell. First minutes on the floor, and he gets into the act.
And you see right now the offense is starting to flow for Alabama.
They've played since they've been here. Nate Oates has got to be pleased.
Nate Oates has talented freshmen too, and 3 of them on the floor right now. Aiden Sherrell, Darian Reed, LeBaron Philon with the ball in his hands, and Philon springs free inside to lay it in. Bellamy, who's got 5 of the 8 bench points. Driving is Bamba. Bamba missed it. Bodies on the floor.
And the Heels have cut it to a bucket. 9-7 our score. Stopping at the elbow is Philon. Throws it back out to Sears at the timeline near side. Sears weaving through traffic, gets into the lane, gets to the rim, lays it up and in.
As we saw last year against North Carolina and the NCAA tournament, getting to the rim and making plays.
Heels work it into the paint. A spinning shot, a traveling violation called. Sears with it out high between the logos, gives it off to Sherrell at the high post. He'll pivot, he'll look, he'll throw a backdoor cut to Reed. Angles in the air and got it to go. What a play.
For Mark Sears, Darian Reed goes straight to the basket because of the focus on Sears and gets the easy lay-in.
13-7 our score, and a steal by the Crimson Tide. The double team results in the steal. Here's Sears in transition. Near side, Holloway, 3, too strong to make it a 1-point gain. 13-12 Bama with 13:52 to go in the opening half. Bama comes near side to Sears. He'll drive, he'll get into the lane, he'll get it off the window and in for 2 more. 25 to go in the opening half of play here in Chapel Hill. Sears on the wing, takes it top of the arc, steps back 3, bottom.
It all on the defensive end, and he's rebounding at a high level.
Isaac Trout into the game for Creighton, replacing McAndrew as Bama gets it to Sears, around to Sherrell. He's open for 3. Aiden Sherrell knocks home the first 3 of the game for the Tide, and Alabama with a 7-5 lead over the Blue Jays.
Get hot from deep.
Near side with it is Neal, looking down low to Kalkbrenner, posting up on Sherrell, faces the basket, now spins, lost the handle, taken away by Stevenson, flips it ahead, Philon, steps through, lays it up and in. What a move by LeBaron Philon, and Bama leads it by a score of 9-5. Number 1 in America just a couple of weeks ago. On the drive, losing the handle, Neal, Bama picks it up. Holloway stops at the elbow, kicks it into the far corner. Thinking about a 3 was Youngblood, gives it off to Sears, crosses over, drives underneath, reverse layup. Oh, what a move, Mark Sears, and he gives Bama the 13-5 lead. Andrew, and Bama comes the other way. Front court, Sears to Sherrell, who pivots, takes a dribble left to second, hands it off to Holloway. He goes left, gets into the lane, picks up another teardrop, got another one to go.
Well, Alabama has been so good with the mid-range floaters, not something you see often, but you also don't play defensive centers like Ryan Kalkbrenner. Alabama making good decisions, taking the ball to the basket.
Shooter Jackson McAndrew open, 29-16 Bama. The Tide works into the paint. Holloway circling away from trouble, outside to Sears. Mark gets it to the elbow, gets into the paint. Tough shot, block, got it right back. Bounce pass underneath to Sherrell, put it up, partially blocked. Got it back again, shot it again, missed it again. Rebound tipped into the hands of Millette, outside. Holloway, three, no, but he's fouled. Back out high, Youngblood, deep three, no, halfway across the rim. Rebound fought for, picked up Sherrell. Now Sears in the lane, stepping through, handing it off, laying it up, no good by Reed. Got it back, laid it in off the glass, and he'll have a chance for the and one. Wing, that is Medley. Medley, a bounce pass inside to Gillespie, spin, shoots, misses off the glass. Around the horn, Bama does. Phylon, right corner, three ball, too strong. Rebound claimed by Nelson as he ran it down on a hustling play. Gives it back to Phylon, right corner. Phylon dribbles to the wing, crosses over, goes baseline, stops inside. Sherrell lays it in for two. Aiden Sherrell's first bucket gives Bama the 15-4 advantage. Still a 10-2 Bama advantage as the Jackrabbits work in the front court to our right. Bounce pass to Clough left side, trying to measure his way down against the freshman Aiden Sherrell, who's checked in. Tried to go with an up and under move. Great defense by Sherrell on it. Driving inside the circle, gives it out to Seiler near wing. Seiler driving through the lane, plays through contact, giving it off to Moores. Shot clock under 10 now as Moores will give it to Seiler left wing. 5 to shoot as he drives into the bucket, throws a pass away. Solo by Youngblood of Alabama. For the Jackrabbits, he's from DeSmet, South Dakota, and a three on the right wing, up and good by Aiden Sherrell.
Why not make it an easier shot, but fortunately Alabama gets it back.
Sears thought about trying it again, gives it off to Holloway, far side three, that one rips the net, plus the bonus, 17 fouls on the Rabbits, and that attempt is short. Mo rebounded his own miss, puts it up off the glass, no. Tip, grabbed by Sherrell, and he laid it in almost flat-footed there.
Diabate, the best offensive rebounder on missed free throws in Alabama history.
Even his own. Inside, it is Clough who misses the layup attempt, and then a foul.
But Mo Diabate able to get on the offensive glass after his own missed free throw. A miss even enter into your mind. I don't
Not
understand
all
it.
of us were as good as you.
I don't see how that one went in. Well defended by Grant Nelson. South Dakota State gets the friendly roll.
Nelson on the drive, runner off the glass, count it, and he is fouled. Timeout on the floor, 7:21 to play here in Coleman. Against an Oklahoma zone. Wagi, a bounce pass to Sherrell, driving in, lays it up with the left hand, wouldn't go.
Aiden will have to earn them at the line.
First free throw up and good. Darion Reed played for.
Both this one. 22, Alabama's made 7, but attacking the paint.
Missed free throw by Diabate, rebound kicked out to Sears. His three is no good. Sherrell missed the initial layup attempt, but got it back. He got 2 boards on that one and a layup. Holloway working to his left, drives down the lane, puts it up with the right hand off the window, little reverse English. Emma. Here comes Reed, Darion giving it off to Sears, top of the arc, flips it over left side to Sherrell. Sherrell back to Sears. He'll drive, bounce pass to Sherrell for the flush.
That's a beautiful pass, but not an easy catch for a 7-footer. Aiden Sherrell able to catch it low and throw it down high.
And at 8 to go. Holloway around to Reed on the left wing. Reed looks down low to Sherrell, the catch and the flush. Working back to Sherrell, top of the arc for 3, bottom. Aiden Sherrell knocks home another bank first three-pointer. That's Alabama's 8th on 19 tries.
Stop commenting on the officiating there. It's so annoying.
I get it.
Oh, my goodness.
Into
On both ends.
the low post. They'll throw the basketball where Payne's backing his way down on Sherrell again. Payne will spin baseline, cut off, flips a pass inside to a cutter. Ball's batted out by Diabate and picked up by Reed. Flips it ahead, right side, three-pointer up and good. The bank first three.
Some serious foul trouble here in the second half.
Thank goodness they have missed 15 free throws after that one clangs out. Sherrell claims the miss for Alabama. Aiden with his first rebound. Now here comes Sears driving. Kicks it outside, Youngblood. Catch and shoot, three short. Rebound tipped to the hands of Reed. Puts it up, no good, but he's fouled. And he won't get credit for the board. But Aiden Sherrell kept that one alive so that Reed could claim it and draw the foul. Inbounds goes to Payne. Payne trying to drive against Sherrell. Gets into the paint, muscles his way up, short on the attempt. Rebound tipped by Sherrell, a scramble.
A 6-0 run by Chris Youngblood himself the last two possessions.
We're good with that. Phelps throws it down low to Payne, backing his way down on Sherrell. Double team now with the help from Nelson. Kick out, Phelps for three, no good. Rebounded by Reed. Darion will push it ahead. Going down the lane, lays it up, no. Tip, no. Fight for the loose ball, won by Nelson. Grant looks, fires it over to Sears. Sears thought about it, drives in, gets cut off, reverse layup. Got it. Oh, what a move by Mark Sears. Bama by 15 with 10 minutes to go.
A huge 8-0 run, a couple of threes, a three-point play, and Mark Sears getting inside, making plays here on the road.
They're not chanting Roll Tide here in Aggie land, but Bama has the 15-point lead when we come back. 10:06 to play on the Crimson Tide Sports Network from Learfield.
By A&M with a three-point play opportunity coming up.
And a missed free throw.
And here they are with that returning backcourt and Asa Newell, the star freshman.
Jalen Murray trying to get to the block over Holloway. That was 5'11" versus what's listed as 6'1". Sears, no look, wrap around, and off the window and good. Bull on the floor for Ole Miss at 7-2. Rush shot on Holloway. Sherrell, and going to the line.
Kentucky with a lead. Perry with the basketball. Dribbling inside the arc, going down the lane. Fires a pass into the hands of Diabate. Mo with the steal, and here comes. Now at 68%, makes one of two. Aiden Sherrell clears the miss. Out to Sears for three. Will give Sherrell the assist. Surveys the floor, dribbles left. Drives, dishes to Sherrell, who brings it all the way to the top of the arc. Hands it off to Holloway. Aiden will work into the lane. Little Rainer, tough shot, got it to go from 6 feet. Yeah. Stat monitor, okay, they have changed it. They have said it's a jump ball. And so Vanderbilt has possession. Bama gets the next one. Edwards trying to weave through traffic, working against Sherrell. He'll bring it out high to the near wing. Now he goes down to the paint. Hands it off. Tough leaner, no good by Nickel, and the rebound control by Sherrell in Alabama. Tide leading it, Phylon front court with Bama trying to add to a 13-point advantage. Phylon downhill, kicks it in the corner, Sherrell to Holloway. Catch and shoot, three by. Oh, that was pretty. Aiden Holloway, the bank first three-pointer, and the Tide enjoys its biggest lead at 16 points.
Out an absolute legend.
Phylon to Diabate, who is on the wing, throws the skip pass, Holloway three, and man, he is becoming a legend from beyond the arc. Another bank first three. Gets cut off by Tanner, picks it up, gives it off to Sherrell. Sherrell to Holloway. Aiden itching to shoot it, and I don't blame him. Holloway between the circles, directing traffic, going to his right, kicks it in the corner. Phylon for three, short. Rebound on the weak side, claimed by Sherrell, then loses it out of bounds. Touch last, they say, by Vanderbilt. It will belong to the Crimson Tide, but good to see the other Aiden, the other freshman for the Crimson Tide, doing a great job there. Cut off on the baseline, spins at three on the shot clock, puts it up at two, hits the side of the glass, saved by Bama. They're going to say a turnover by the Crimson Tide. With a couple of dribbles to his left. Now goes right. Slip. Got back up. Shot the 15-footer. No good. Rebounded by Sherrell. Gives it to Holloway, and Aiden will bring it front court. Holloway thought about splitting defenders. Has it now between the circles. Dribbles to his right. Goes to the wing. Stops. Left alone. That was a mistake.
Boy, the recognition of Aiden Holloway. He was about to unload that and pass it to Mark Sears. The defense took one step back. He rose up and knocked down a big three for Bama.
Bama by 14 again as Carey gives it off to Huffman. Driving to his right. Stopping. Spinning. Looking. Needing help. Throws it inside. Carey had it stripped away. Stolen. Holloway along with Sherrell teaming up on it. Holloway to Sears. One more young blood. Three. Bottom. Nate Oates pumping his fist, and the crowd erupts here at Coleman Coliseum. Timeout on the floor, 13:36 to go. Bama 62, Vandy 45. Not if your name's AJ. Vanderbilt will work it into Carey. Throws it on the right wing to Collins. Collins driving, runner up, and can't get it to go. Sherrell snatches it out of the air with one hand, and here comes Bama the other way. Advantage of the night.
Beautiful spin move by Mo and the finish at the rim.
Carey trying to stiff arm Sherrell, lost it out of bounds. That'll be Bama basketball. LeBaron off of the screen, now steps back, gives it to Youngblood. Thought about a three, now works right, away from a double team. Had it poked away, fought to get it back. Still fighting, gives it off. Sherrell to Mo, he'll spin. Got hacked in a late whistle, but they got it right. Off on the baseline, spins away from traffic. Outside to Phylon, now to Sherrell, back to Phylon. He'll drive right, he'll get into the paint, pump fake on the pass, then got fouled.
And on the right side.
Here comes LSU on the attack. Jordan Sears had it stripped by Sherrell. Picked up by Diabate. Mo gets to the block, kicks it out to Sherrell. Left alone, he'll try three. It is no good after hitting the rim twice. Bama tips it around, and Sherrell rebounds the miss. Holloway to Sears. No good. Rebounded Phylon. Back to Mark. Thought about a three. Drives in. Bounce pass. Sherrell not able to handle it. Mark gets it back. Steps through the lane. Had it stripped. Kept it alive. Phylon. Corner three. That's no good.
Sherrell was coming in. Nate opted to go with Phylon instead. Sherrell with it left of the circle. Takes a dribble. Picks it up. Hands it off to Sears. Mark with 12 to shoot. Works inside the paint. Works a pass to Diabate. And now to Phylon. LeBaron on the drive. Tried to dump it off. Does. Sherrell. Pump fake. Shot block. Got it back. Laid it up. Laid it in. His first. And team foul number 2 on Mississippi State. Phylon with it. Top of the arc for Alabama. LeBaron surveying the floor. Looking. Giving it off to Holloway. To Sherrell. Aiden lets one cutter go by, now hands it off to Sears, who pivots, works it to Diabate. One more, left side, Phylon three, bottom. And if he hits that shot, Alabama will have success. He gets the open looks.
When Phylon's hitting open threes like that, it transforms his team into another monster. Again, that was beautiful ball movement. Sears did a good job of getting 2 guys on the ball with a quick swing.
One out high. State goes to a 2-3 look defensively for a moment. Driving will be Holloway. Underneath the basket, reverse no, but tip is good by Aiden Sherrell. He's got 4.
There, Sherrell's got to move his feet a little bit better, stay in front.
Bama down by 5. Sears with the basketball top of the arc. Changes direction, goes right, weaving through traffic. Kicks in the corner. Holloway, 3, bottom, and he is fouled. A chance for the and one for Aiden Holloway, and a 4-point play.
Ties the score at 8 apiece. Here's Phylon giving it off right side to Sherrell. Sherrell will hand it to Diabate. Mo will drive to the baseline, cut off, spin, shoots with the offhand, and got it to go. 8. Reed giving it off to Diabate, now to Sears, who steps through. Back out to Aiden. He'll drive and dish. Sherrell, corner 3, bottom. Aiden to Aiden, and we got the bucket off of it. 16-10 Bama. Dogs running the other way with Lawrence working against Holloway. Lawrence to the top of the arc, Surreal. Bounce pass inside, another bounce pass, left side of the lane. Layup missed. Throwing it away as Diabate had moved. Now Georgia will throw a lob, and they'll miss it. And then the rebound attempt is knocked out of bounds by the Dogs. Nate Oates is livid, but we're thankful we didn't lose anything there off that turnover.
You don't want to let one mistake turn into 2. Alabama made the mistake by turning it over. Guys didn't cut the way they needed to with their underneath out of bounds play, but Aiden Sherrell, who just hit the three a couple possessions ago, hustled back and forced what looked to be an easy layup into a difficult one.
Bama up 16-10 as Philon will give it off. Sherrell driving in, and he got hacked.
And he got hacked because of how aggressively he went to the basket. Beautiful pass by LeBaron Philon. Aiden went up and was attacking the rim, trying to throw it down, and because of that aggressiveness, forced Georgia to foul, and he'll go to the line for two.
Up his first. And Sherrell hits the first for the Crimson Tide. And the McDonald's All-American hits two.
Well, is just unfortunately couldn't hold on to it, and the hustle play by LeBaron Philon unfortunately went off of Bama.
Demery out. Blue Kane comes in to replace him for the Dogs. Kane with it off the curl, faked the shot, gives it back off near side. Dylan James for three is no good. And the rebound's controlled by Philon for Alabama. LeBaron will bring it front court, plays off the screen from Sherrell, who's left alone, tries another three, hits another three. The big fella getting it done early for the Crimson Tide.
And another assist from fellow freshman LeBaron Philon, kicks it out to Aiden Sherrell, who's had one of his best offensive games of the season here in the first 8 minutes.
And great job defensively by Mo Diabate holding his ground. James guilty of the offensive foul on the push to the throat that was clear right in front of the officials, and it brings us to a media timeout. 11:59 to go first half with the basketball. Bama on top 24-10. They'll throw it into the low post right side to Newell, trying to back his way down. Newell jump hook with the left hand, missed everything but the backboard. The circle, and James now near wing. They go to Montgomery. Dumps into the low post to Newell, spinning right, now goes left. Stops, needs help. Boy, Sherrell, a great job on him defensively. Stolen away by Nelson initially, and then picked up by Sherrell. Here's Bama front court. Pulls it back to within 6. 8-0 run for the Dogs, as Brian said. Now Bama throws a lob from Nelson to Sherrell for the flush, and he is in double digits with 10.
Dylan James defended by Grant Nelson. 10 to shoot. Newell fighting for the offensive rebound, but stepped out of bounds.
Able to explode to the rim, and he's able to go to the free throw line at a high clip.
May only be listed at 6'1", doesn't play that way. Newell left it short, and a foul, maybe some frustration.
The screen, takes it to the wing, hands it off to Sears, top of the circle. Mark crossing over, playing off of a screen from Sherrell, goes down the lane, got fouled. They'll kick it into the right corner. Spotting up for three and missing it was Lawrence, and now Bama runs the other way with Sears. Mark working to the left wing, drives down the lane, kicks it out near side Holloway to Sherrell, back near side Sears for three.
Yeah, Mark Sears just has an energy and an edge here in the second half, and felt like that one was going to go down as soon as it left his fingertips. It did, and listen to this Coleman Coliseum crowd.
Lid has been removed with 12:58 to go. Timeout on the floor. Bama, its biggest lead of the day over Georgia.
Where it should have been, the ball gets deflected, and Alabama turns it over again.
Georgia with the ball. Bama a 14-point lead. Santos Surreal handing it off to Kane, who drives. Blocked beautifully by Sherrell, and here comes Holloway now with it front court for Bama. Aiden on the drive, fakes a pass, puts it up with the left hand, and got it to go.
Alabama just wasn't getting there and able to even those up.
Now the rebound for Aiden Sherrell. He's got 4 boards to go with 10 points. Holloway, 3, and man, he is so much fun to watch shooting the rock. Say. LeFew looking low, plays off the screen, dribbles right, gets into the paint, off the wrong leg, puts it up, no good, rebounded Reed. And
category of an unforced turnover, which was the story of the first half.
Dogs come the other way, miss a 3 on the left wing by LeFew, rebounded by Sherrell. That's his 6th at least. Free throw up and missed by Georgia's Dylan James, and they're going to call a lane violation, I believe, on the Dogs, or is that a rebounding foul? It's a rebounding foul. 10 minutes. Front end of the 1-and-1 up and good.
And I projected he was on pace For 40.
Off as he pulled up, quick release and knocks it down.
Wagner drives in, reverse layup, no good. Rebounded Sherrell, and Bama's running again.
A ball got deflected. 4-point swing. Holloway was all by himself at the rim.
Here's Philon on the left wing, throwing it down low. Ball hit the rim, but it's picked up by Sherrell, and he lays it in for two. Great work by Aiden Sherrell to get.
Ivasic played really well against Alabama last year with the Kentucky uniform on, continuing to play well this time for the Hogs.
Sears in the corner, splitting defenders in the paint. Runner with the left hand is good, and he quiets the crowd. Basket, no whistle, and the Hogs have cut it down to 5. But Bama goes inside and answers back. Aiden Sherrell drives it to the rim, throws it home, and Holloway to inbound it. Side court near the Arkansas bench. Gets it in to Sherrell. Sherrell holding it, looking, dribbles right, picks it up, lets a cutter go by, and now we'll hand it off to Youngblood. Chris trying to play off of a screen. Sherrell picks it up, 6 to shoot. Sherrell dribbling to his left, fires it over to Holloway. Holloway inside Sherrell, lays it up just as the shot clock expired. We used 29.5 seconds, and that worked well as Bama leads by 5. Tide will inbound at side court near the Arkansas bench. It's Holloway to get it in. Ball batted right back to him. Now it's Sherrell right side. Sherrell handing it off to Sears. Mark, a bounce pass to Sherrell, and the paint got hacked, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Sherrell shooting the first of 2 shots, as Brian told you. And that attempt is up, and it is good. Working, center of the floor, driving down the lane, puts it up, blocked. It looked like it hit the backboard. It did. Bama gets the rebound. Philon, 3, no, tip, no for Sherrell. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by the Razorbacks. No, they say it was touched last by the Tide. Stevenson being hounded, giving it off to Aiden Sherrell, who's checked into the ball game. Philon on the drive, goes off the window. No, a lot of contact there. Stevenson rebounding the miss, though, for Alabama, as he will bring the ball to the wing, shoots a 3 before the shot clock expired. It was caught by Youngblood after it grazed the iron. He lays it in for 2, and I believe for Alabama. Yep, we got 10 that have seen action here early for Alabama. Philon with it on the near wing with the dribble alive, gives it off to Sherrell. Now to Philon driving, lob pass to Sherrell, caught it, gave it back to LeBaron. He'll circle away from traffic and gets it outside to Holloway. To Sherrell, top of the arc, to Philon at 5, at 4, a deep left wing bottom.
Great to see LeBaron Philon knock down that shot
for Bama. Holloway weaving through traffic, stopping top of the arc. Still with the dribble alive, gives it off to Sherrell. Aiden to Aiden, steps to his right. 3, no good. It's the rebound over the back of a Bama player. They'll try another 3, they'll miss it. And finally, hallelujah, Bama claims a miss. It was Sherrell giving it to Philon as the Tide will try to take the lead. Philon to Sherrell, driving, shooting, missing, but he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Went into his shooting motion, so he'll go to the line for 2.
Sherrell hits the first free throw. 5 Bama with 14:04 to go. Philon throws it left side. Mo tries a 3 and hits a 3. Why not? Sherrell, he'll pivot. He'll let another cutter go by. Now hands it off to Holloway. Thought about a 3 with 3 seconds to go on the shot clock, or 4 seconds actually. He gets fouled.
Needs to put a little more on it or get that above the defense. Had Aiden Sherrell, who was running the floor.
Sherrell with it, giving it out. Stevenson, another 3, another make. And Jared knocks it down. Wow, what a ball game he has had.
And that is a career high now, 22 points, taking care of the ball in both halves.
Alabama will inbound it. Philon underneath, getting it to Holloway, to Sherrell, back to Holloway. Puts it up in the paint, got it to go.
And I think Alabama may have more than just a walkthrough on Thursday with the Tigers coming to town.
I agree. Philon with 35 seconds to go. Working to his right off the screen from Sherrell. Philon going to the baseline. Now backing it out beyond the arc. 7 to shoot. Philon at 6, inside is Sherrell at 4, at 3. Sherrell spinning, shooting, scoring off the window at 2.
That is such a nice move for 6'11", 7-foot center to come back and finish off the glass.
It's a lot of that generated from the experience, the maturity, the veteran type team. this season.
And no doubt, guys that came back that didn't win a game in SEC play last year. Guys like Tamar Bates, Caleb Grill was injured last year. And then you have the transfer pool. Mark Mitchell and Tony Perkins have been huge.
Josh Gray into the game off the bench. You got 4 to shoot here for Alabama. That has been stifled on this side. Sears with half a second. Oh, he beats the timer.
My goodness.
Defensively is looking like the Eagles front four from a couple of weeks ago.
Defensive line looks pretty good.
Sears wide open, 4-3.
And I think he gets it from his mom, since I asked him today where it comes from.
That's right. Alabama breaks the press. Aiden Sherrell sticks the 3 off the bench, and he puts one in to get it back to 14 with less than 2 to go. Phylon splits a pair into the corner. Sherrell got his man in the air, gets rid of it. Phylon resets and connects.
It's unbelievable. A, the defense is great. B, the offense may be even better. Again, right at the buzzer.
Big goodness, Brandon.
It's been fun.
16-1. So 5 seconds to go here, first half. Bates gets open underneath. Bates, difficult fall away. And that's the half. The pace of it for much of the game. Grill throws himself at Sherrell that time.
The lefty misses, rebounded by Sherrell. Unclaimed by the Cats. It'll be Williams. Bring it the other way. Deflected and stolen by Holloway. Aiden will run the other direction. Cats fill in. Holloway, top of the arc. Between the legs with the dribble, and now to his left he goes. To his right he goes. To the rim he goes. And took 2 more points. It is Aiden Holloway getting it done. Have to work for it. Phylon the other way for Bama. On the wing. Driving to the bucket. Stopping. Looking. Bounce pass to Sherrell. Now to Sears. March to Sherrell. Goes to the corner. Now to Youngblood for 3 again. Hits it again. He's heating up. Chris Youngblood gives Bama its biggest lead at 83-70. 4:32 to go.
From Aiden Sherrell. And Jaron Stevenson gets called for the foul. Not a lot of contact on that over-the-back call.
Nwoko with the basketball, looking for Delquan Warren, the guard. Couldn't get it to him. Pivots, couldn't get it to another teammate. Now finally feeds it off near side to Murphy, trying to back his way down on no. Good luck with that. He'll feed it over on the right side to Nwoko. Baseline jump hook, no good. Sherrell, good defense, gets the rebound, gives it off to Holloway. That Aiden will drive, stops, top of the arc, gives it off to Sherrell. Pump fake in the lane, no good, and a foul is going to be whistled on Mississippi State.
Great job defensively by Alabama to State. He goes to the line for 2.
Sherrell's first is up, and it is good to go. He had a bang-bang play. We told you Sears got fouled. It was Hubbard that committed his second. He's on the bench, has been since that time, as the free throw from Aiden Sherrell is good. He gets a pair to drop, and Bama now has a 16-9 lead. But the top scorer last game out for State is on the bench with 2 fouls with 12:09 and ticking time left here, the opening half from Tuscaloosa. Nwoko pivoting, struggling to get it to a teammate. Hands it off finally to Jones. Gives it over far side to Warren. 7 to shoot. Warren looking onto the far wing. They'll drive. They'll put up a tough baseline jumper. It's an air ball caught by Diabate. Phylon will bring it ahead for Alabama with a tie on top by 18. LeBaron cut off, trying to drive right, hesitates, gives it off. Youngblood, he'll try one. Shoot fish in a barrel right now. The drive cut off, pivots, fires it over to Sherrell, to Youngblood. Bounce pass to Sherrell, into the lane, off the window and in.
Catch that and finish. It's 6'11", showing you the athleticism.
Hubbard misses the runner, rebounded Stevenson. Bama ripping and running. Here comes Phylon, behind the back with a dribble, into the lane, outside Stevenson. 1 more to Sherrell, 1 more to Youngblood. Let it go, baby. Fouled, shot wouldn't go. 3 shots upcoming when we come back. Between the circles, Holloway looking low, nothing there. Has it, feeds it near side. Stevenson for 3. Said everybody else is having fun. Why don't I try it? Another bank first three for Alabama. Working away from traffic to Kugel, top of the arc for three, no good. Rebound claimed by Sherrell. He'll hand it off to Philon, who brings it front court. Bama 68, State 38. Philon on the drive for the Tide. Kicks it in the corner. Stevenson, another three, another make. 32, Holloway in the corner to Sherrell to Holloway. Holloway, near side for three. There we go. Fitting, isn't it? Free Bama. 48 seconds remaining.
And Holloway running offense, trying to get the ball to Max.
Sherrell for three. It's another one.
Milicic and Phillips for Tennessee. On the other side, Omori and Stevenson each with two.
Bobby Knight used to say when he coached, the greatest motivator of all is sit your butt down on the bench.
Alabama's free throws haven't helped them. They're 7 of 13. Lanier, no.
Athletes, and I love that he's a basketball junkie.
And then he hired him. Talking about Nate Oates and Bobby Hurley. All the way, dish, Sherrell, no, and whoa, they're going to call a foul underneath their 14 free throw attempts.
The one that surprised me, Hollow.
Side to side, set those physical off-ball screens when they're at their best.
Lanier, a fast start, has cooled a little bit. He's got a dozen.
Tell you what, Alabama making a commitment, playing a little defense.
Meshack throws it up, in and out.
And it's not going to be easy.
Tell you one thing, a little momentum right now.
Lanier's three, around
that baby
and out.
was in. That baby was in.
When they get the ball into the lane. Alabama's lost 3 of its last 5, including a buzzer beater at Tennessee over the weekend.
They've had 2 wins over #1 teams. They've been really effectively.
Sears attacking, kicks it out. Stevenson underneath, the slam by Aiden Sherrell. Kicks to the wing and Philon. Shot clock at 10. Diabate with the skip. Sherrell. 9-0 Alabama run.
Team in that timeout.
And Molly, he told us at shoot-around today, it's not just the bigs, the guards we've got to worry about. Festivities post-game along with Mark Sears. Martin, and the baseline cut off by Sherrell. Good defense. Houck with a good look.
Us yesterday that Philon is playing so much harder. That's been a real difference. He leads this team in steals, but he's also talking about his leadership and what he brings to.
The largest lead was 7, and that was when it was 15-8. 4 minutes gone by, second half. Nobody picked up Martin. Floater was way off.
They're Clayton Jr.
Sherrell nails a 3.
This is looking like the Sherrell that had his best game against Georgia. Some plays, but Florida has been just quicker to the ball when it's been loose. If it's been longer, it's been loose. Florida's gotten it.
Holloway with a tough pass. Sherrell banged up. Actually, Florida Gator, it's Martin down. He got hurt in the first half.
But he and Sherrell bumped heads.
And there's Sherrell being helped to the Alabama bench.
On 3 consecutive possessions. Now Bama with the ball up 5. Sears on the drive. In, missed it. Rebound, Sherrell puts it out, counted, and he has fouled the 3rd and 1 opportunity upcoming for Alabama.
Auburn will be shooting free throws the rest of the way.
Inside to Broom again. Shoots short over Sherrell, who grabs the rebound out of the air and gives it to Nelson, who now flips it to Sears. Bama up 6 with the ball. 13-13 to go in the half. Ball thrown out to Sherrell, top of the arc. Aiden will go to his right. He'll look low, nothing there. He will hand it back now to Stevenson. Jarrett on the drive to the rim, and he lays it in. Tigers will push it. Here's Pettiford with it against Sears. Rises, fires again. Misses badly on the attempt. Rebound fought for. Controlled by Auburn. Back to Pettiford, who gets into the lane. Floater with the right hand, rolls off. Rebound batted around. Picked up by Bama to Cardwell. Back to Jones. Off the screen. Hits 3, no good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Aiden Sherrell. Whistle. Broom, top of the arc, thought about a 3, now wants to back it down against Nelson. Calling for a clear out, gets it, has it, spinning, fall away shot, short, rebound, tip, Nelson another rebound, ahead to Philon, we're running right at him. LeBaron, going to the rack, kicks it in the corner, Youngblood 3,
Got the stop defense and the offense, and Nate Oates talked about it all week. He wants his team to push the pace. LeBaron Philon drew the defense. Chris Youngblood able to step into the corner three and knock it down.
Both. Here's Sears the other way with Bama up by 5. Sears driving, kicking it. Nelson, right side, 3, bottom. Bama answers right back. Or to him, I should say, is the inbound, it being face guarded by Jaheim Hudson. Inbounds, goes to Youngblood in the left corner. Gives it off on the wing to Sherrell. Back to Youngblood. He'll drive down the lane. He'll put it up with the right hand and got the friendly roll. Auburn the ball. Bama, the 7-point lead. Pettiford on the drive. Goes into the lane. Tough layup. No. Rebounded Holloway after the contest from Sherrell. And that one's no good, and the rebound's claimed by Sherrell for the count. To Johnson, steps back for 3. That one's no good, and the rebound is claimed by Sherrell. And Janai Broome was over the back, committing his second personal foul.
That's a great block out by the freshman against the leading rebounder in the SEC in Janai Broome. Aiden Sherrell getting extended minutes with Cliff Amore in foul trouble. He'll go to the line for 2. Alabama in the double bonus. Got the stop and closed out the defensive possession. Alabama.
And that one is good. Gives Broome another bucket. He's got 14. Bama's lead down to 2. Here's Sears driving, stepping through, kicking it over to Youngblood. He'll get into the lane, puts it up with the left hand. No. Rebounded Sherrell. Left hand, yes.
Wow, what a play by Aiden Sherrell. Took the contact very easily. Could have been an and one. Chris Youngblood with the aggressive move. And Janai Broome tried to block the shot, wasn't in rebounding position as a result.
Driving, Pettiford, blocked by Sherrell, saved by Sherrell. Sears ahead to Philon. Driving, LeBaron kicking it back out. Youngblood for 3. No, and the long rebound fought for and knocked out of bounds by Auburn. Boy, Aiden Sherrell playing maybe the best 45 seconds we've seen in a Bama uniform from him.
And needed. With foul trouble, doing the job on both ends of the floor. Alabama with a 2-on-1, get an open look, but fortunately get it back. Get the turnover, but able to set their defense.
Tigers get it to Baker Mazara into the low post, again to Broome. Working against the freshman. He'll spin, he'll shoot, he'll miss. Rebound up top, being defended by Moe. Gives it off to Broome on the wing. He'll try to break down against Sherrell. Spinning into the lane with the right hand. Lays it up, no. Tipped out by Sherrell and controlled by Bama. Here comes Sears. Weaving through traffic. Stops at the baseline as they double-teamed him. Takes it to the near wing. Sears trying to get free. Goes to his left, nothing there. Goes to his right, goes baseline. Pull up from 8, got it to go.
Well, got fouled on a couple of occasions. Nate Oates didn't like the no call, but Mark able to stick with it, and this time knocks down the mid-range pull-up.
Still with the dribble alive. Philon to Sherrell, top of the arc. Looking to his left. Nothing there at the moment. Hands it off to Sears. Mark off of a screen. Gives it back. Inside. Big man the flush. Aiden Sherrell throws it home with a great pass from Mark Sears, and Bama leads by 3 again.
And the 5th assist for Mark Sears, 2nd in the SEC in assists.
Backdoor saved by Perry. They kick it to the corner where the 3 is missed by Almanor. Bed up, needs help. And he will hand it off to Philon. LeBaron to Sherrell. Back to Philon. 3, no good. Lead down to 5 as Nelson comes front court. Nelson directing traffic, gives it off to Sherrell. Aiden handing it off to Sears. Sears will fire it back. Stevenson, right side 3. And the first 3 of the game for Bama comes from Jaron Stevenson. Holloway with it, out high, working against Perry. Playing off of the screen, goes left, fires it back to Sears. Catches deep 3, halfway down, no. Long rebound, saved by Sherrell, and then popped out of bounds by Kentucky. Bama, a 6-point advantage. Williams fires the pass far side. Perry, 3, short, rebounded by Sherrell. Flips it ahead, Philon, LeBaron to the rim, off the glass, no. Rebounded his own miss, and laid it in for 2. When the shot went up, and that's basket interference. Here comes Williams trying to back it down. Stolen. Philon with the basketball. Philon to the rim. Lays it up. Counted. And he is fouled. LeBaron Philon. After Aiden Sherrell got a deflection into steal, Holloway took it, Philon took it, went the other way, got the and one opportunity, And Brian passing in transition. The Cats can't keep up with the Crimson Tide.
Turnovers. Alabama's converted. 15-2 advantage in points off turnovers for Alabama.
Here's Stevenson driving to the rim. Puts it up. Got it to go. Boy, he muscled his way there.
He was able to grab that ball through contact and not turn it over.
Sherrell handing it off. Holloway, three, bottom. Aiden Holloway, another bank first three for the Crimson Tide. 14 points has been their biggest advantage. Williams trying to back his way down against Sherrell. No, he's going to hand it off. Beret on the drive, goes in, a wild shot, no good. It's that one. And Bama still leads it by 13 with the ball. Here is Bama inside. The pass coming from one Aiden to the other Aiden. Holloway to Sherrell for the flush, and the Tide its biggest lead now at 15. Works ahead, giving it off to Oway. He'll throw a lob into the hands of Aiden Sherrell, and Bama with a turnover again. The takeaway. Mo throws it home.
Kentucky thought he was going to go to Mark Sears. Nobody stopped the ball. Bo Diabate all by himself throws it down, extends the Alabama lead, and listen to those in crimson and white here in Nashville.
Thought it was Big Blue Nation that would prevail, but the Crimson Colony with an uprising of its own. 12:30 to play, 69-52, the Tide rolling in Nashville.
To play with so much time off.
Hart for three, couldn't get that one to drop. Rebound tipped into the hands of Stevenson. He'll throw it home. Bama leads it 92-65, and a near steal. Scramble on the deck, tie up, and the arrow will favor Alabama.
Urban Klapjar can come in and shoot it.
Holloway, an Auburn Tiger a year ago. And the open three will go down for Stevenson, an incredibly talented young man, a sophomore from Chapel Hill who's made 19 starts this year for Alabama.
He's on a heater. He had 16 against Kentucky, 3 of 5 from 3 last night.
Atlantic, and it may be the best trio in the country.
Yeah, you think you got Walter Clayton Jr. bottled up. He makes a dribble move, uses a screen. What a play by Stevenson. He is on a heater right now.
Sensational drive by Jaron Stevenson. And a three-point play for Stevenson.
Almost 2 per game. That's top 10 in the Southeastern Conference. His steals come off the ball, while Elijah Martin's usually come on the ball. 2 really good steals guys.
Condon switches on to Sears. Stevenson in the corner knocks down the three.
He is.
Hanlongton has taken the place of Condon right now. Aberdeen at the point, defended by Holloway. Richard lost it. Stevenson ahead to Diabate, who lays it in.
Nice job by Diabate to put the brakes on and let Aberdeen fly by. One go through the basket.
Phylon.
Good help by Condon.
Chris Youngblood with his second three of the game. Youngblood underneath the basket. Somehow found room. Condon steps out to help out. Now needs some help. The cut by Richard. The pass deflected. Stolen by Stevenson.
Youngblood fortunate. He had his arm wrapped around Condon.
Youngblood a miss. Weak side rebound. Stevenson. And a foul.
But they seem to take great pleasure in watching each other have success.
Out. The turnaround. And Stevenson has it
9%. 8 of 27 for the Tide.
Needs to continue throughout this game.
Darion Reed checking in for Alabama, along with a couple of Aidens. Reed has it on the low block, kicks it out to Sears on the near wing. Mark will drive, got bumped, played through it, shot it up and in, and Alabama leads it by 5. 7-2 our score with
here in the NCAA tournament.
Crimson Tide with the basketball, getting it to Sears. He will take it to the low block and then back it out to the wing. Spinning left, right, handing it off, and the flush for 2. Darion Reed, his first NCAA tournament points, and Alabama now leads it by 10. Force through, kicks into the corner to Holloway. Aiden trying to shake free from Smith. Brings it out high, hands it off to another Aiden. Now the one that shoots threes, knocks it home from deep. That's Aiden Holloway on the assist from Aiden Sherrell, the second bank first three of the game for the Crimson Tide, and Alabama pushes the lead back up to 6, 17-11, as now RMU will work it on the wing to Smith. He'll drive it down the lane, puts it up with the left hand, no good over Youngblood, and took advantage there. Now here's Philon driving down the lane, dumps it off. Mo got himself set, laid it in for two. That's a beautiful move just to stop and wait by Mohamed Diabate.
Yeah, what?
Inbounds coming from Woods on the baseline. Gets it into Smith. He'll drive to the block, trying to no-look pass. It gets deflected over to Dickerson. Now to Woods with 8 on the shot clock. Woods in the lane. Stop, shoots, blocked by Sherrell. Sears with the basketball. Throwing it down low. Caught by Sherrell. Lays it up and in for 2. Point game again, 60-58. Here comes Sears. Stopping, looking down low. Sherrell. Pump fake twice. Lays it up. Counted. And he is fouled. The freshman, Aiden Sherrell, getting an opportunity for an and one. He's got 6, looking for 7. 10-9. St. Mary's with the lead once again. Here is Sears weaving through traffic. Gets to the rim and lays it in for the Crimson Tide. Philon front court off the screen from Sherrell. Looks left, gives it off to Youngblood. Catch and shoot 3, bottom. Driving into the paint, then they'll throw a bounce pass near side. Spinning his way in, Saxton with a jump hook off the back iron, no good.
Able to get the stop.
Marshallonis working against Holloway. Lefty leaner, no good. Rebounded Sherrell, and the rebound controlled by Bama. Quick outlet pass to Holloway. The lob, the flow from Cliff. Have an advantage. We'll fire it back outside at 6. Driving down the lane, Barrett. Tough layup at 2, no good. Rebound Stevenson, and Bama will run.
Clifford Morton may have changed or deflected that shot.
Here's Philon in the paint. Tough leader, left hand, got it to go. Basketball, Ross. Working off the screen, now has it. Top of the arc, goes to his right, goes down the lane. Tough flutter, partially blocked. Tip follow is up, hung on the rim, wouldn't go. Ball batted around and chased in the corner by LeBaron.
Finish against Marshallonis on the offensive end.
Here's Marshallonis giving it off to Saxon at the elbow. Driving against Sherrell, lost it, tried to save it, kicked it out of bounds, and Bama will get it back. The freshman challenged right there, but did a great job against the big man for the Gales. Check back in. Chris, Black to Aiden in the corner. Driving, bounce past Sherrell. Power dribble, puts it up. Wouldn't go, but he's fouled. Holloway, front court for Bama. Weaving through traffic, gets downhill, gets to the rim, and lays it in for 2.
Well, he is so good using pace on that high pick and roll. Well, a huge opportunity for St. Mary's. A 3rd chance.
Marshallonis, a fall-away 3, short, rebound tip, and controlled by Sherrell. Great play by Aiden, who hands it off to Mark with under 4 minutes to go. Sears to Sherrell, to Mark, lob, Sherrell, the catch, the spin, and he got fouled, and the freshman will shoot 2 when we come back to Cleveland. 3. Unbelievable. He's out of the game. Philon trying to play keep away, gives it off to Sherrell. 6 to shoot. Sherrell to Stevenson at 4. At 3, Aiden to the rack for the layup and 2 more. He kicks it out to Sears right of the circle. Mark has it right of the wing, now to the top of the arc. 15 on the shot clock. Sears kicks it over to Holloway. Spots that 3, bottom. 23 seconds remaining in the opening half here in Newark. Stevenson trying to get it in, beats the count to Diabate. He'll dribble away from trouble, he'll get into the paint, he'll kick it out to Sherrell. Dead on, 3, bottom. Couple of Aidens have made 3. Sherrell hits that bank first 3. Bama 4 of 7 now. 2, 21-19. Cougars get it front court. Stewart with the basketball, gives it off to Tiore. Now driving into the lane. Hall lost it off his leg. It goes out of bounds. And
they're going to get great looks from 3 all night long.
Holloway thought about it, gives it off to Sears. Sears off the crease, steps back 3. Oh, he's hot. He's hot. Mark Sears. Boy, back-to-back looks from Bama on that same spot that were dead on, just too strong. Now Baker on the drive. Spins to fall and shot, no good. Rebounded by Sherrell. Hands it off to Mark, and we'll try to add to a 1-point lead with 11:18 to go in the first half. Sears over to Stevenson. Kicks it in the corner. Holloway 3. Yes, sir. 14:40 to go. They've cut it in half. It was at 16. Now Holloway on the drive. Looks, Stevenson in the corner. Thought about a 3. We'll give it back to Holloway. Aiden wanted to pull the trigger. Does. Bottom.
Blowout win at College of Charleston.
Phylon working off the screen. Driving, throwing the lob. Sherrell, great catch, the layup, and the foul. Aiden possession, or our last one, I should say. Holloway driving right, cut off, gives it off to Sherrell. Left alone for three. Icing on the cake. The 25th made three-pointer on 51 attempts for Alabama. The Cougars let one fly.
For Nate Oates, plays a lot of guys and some fresh legs on the floor. This is a 7-0 Duke run. This is the largest deficit Alabama has faced in this tournament. Aiden Sherrell, who knocked out a couple of threes in the Sweet 16.
Because Malawach is contesting the shot and not underneath.
Diabate, Holloway, Stevenson, and Sherrell. The four off the bench, and Sherrell has come in and ready to fire. Nate Oates, a fist pump. Gets into the act quickly. Evans is a freshman that is not afraid either. Could be a factor in this game, too. Holloway drives it. Little floater. Good.
Difference. Gungba's inside. Not the same threat as blocking to block a shot as Malawach. And that time, Aiden Holloway smartly figured out how close he needed to get, utilize that floater.
Another chance. Holloway for three. No good. Well, Sherrell's playing great thus far. Gets another offensive board. That's a held ball. Possession arrow belongs to Alabama. Small town. They are proud of Cooper Flagg. He is a big name from a small town as Knipple comes up short on the layup. And that's going to be a foul on Con Knipple.